How much does YouTube pay me to talk about light novels? Join me and find out. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about how much YouTube pays me to talk about light novels, and it might shock you of how much I actually make. Now, I have been talking about light novels for, well, probably what, 5 years now. The channel has been going on for many times longer, but originally it was Japanese merchandise, and then it went into manga, and then for a while it was manga with a bit of light novels. But then over time I kind of discovered that the niche of light novels is pretty much, well, at this time there's not many people talking about light novels. Now let's be honest, light novels is a very niche product. So what happens is, most people I find who come to this channel have seen a light novel based anime. Let's use an example, ReZero. So people watched ReZero when the anime came out, really enjoyed it, and they started looking for the source material, at which point they'll look at either the manga or the light novel or the web novel. Now, if I'm brutally honest, a lot more people in the anime community will look for a free version, at which point they will find a translation of the web novel. Now, there is a bit of confusion between web novels and light novels. Web novel is basically the original version, the rough draft, at which point if it's picked up, it'll then get edited, condensed down, expanded upon. Some things might be different, some things might be the same, but a web novel product is a little bit different to a light novel one. But yeah, basically that. So some people who really like that might come onto and find my channel about ReZero, which I did God knows how long ago, and yeah, I probably get about 10-15 views a month on that video. It's not a big one, it's an older one, which to be fair I need to do more of. So that's kind of how I find a lot of people come through. So what tends to happen is YouTube will pay me so much money for each person that comes through, and to be honest, it is pretty much negligible. So yeah, I've got to find ways to get people who aren't necessarily interested in light novels looking at light novels. So I have done videos such as the top 50 light novels or the top 100 light novels of all time, and those are going to make me a little bit more. On top of that, I get sent a lot of review copies, which helps the channel a lot. So this is something that happens to me. I get sent review copies by Yen Press for, in my words, a fair and honest review. I'll read it and I'll tell you guys if it's worth reading or if it's not. I will always try and find the positives in a light novel, because at the end of the day, they've sent me that. If I don't like it, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to say I don't like it. If I like it, I'm going to recommend you guys check it out. And if I'm perfectly honest, I get a lot less people coming into these light novel ones for series that don't have anime or manga than I do the big ones, which is fair. At the end of the day, people don't know about it. The other issue I have is that if it's a very popular series, for example Spice and Wolf, a lot more people are going to be looking at the anime discussions than they are the light novel discussions. So I did a video on Spice and Wolf about a year ago, and it did okay. It's making kind of okay numbers. Now the numbers on a series will kind of go like this. So I release a video, say March. Light novel hasn't been talked about much, but it'll come out in March. At which point, let's see, the anime announcement comes in July. So I'll get Spike here, drop down, Spike here for when it gets announced, drop down, maybe a trailer, little Spike, little trailer, little Spike, released, big Spike, first week. Sasuke and Peeps, for example, that one had a big massive spike for the first week, when the very first week of the anime came out. After that, big spike, gone. because at the end of the day, the amount of people who talking about a series, anime YouTubers for example, will absolutely flood the scene. We'll get reviewers, we'll get watch-alongs, we'll get reactions, what have you. So for example, Sasuke and Peeps, at first, well, I was the only channel talking about it because I was reading the source material. Then after that, well, gone. People straight away, anime, flooded all the way down. My video will get knocked off. People will still come from time to time, and when the anime is finished, gone. Unless it's an absolutely massive series, ReZero, Spice and Wolf, Mushoku Tensei, Slime Isekai, whatever, those big ones. But anything that's Sasuke and Peeps, wondering which, your season ones never get another season, never see anything about them again. So, let's be honest, what do I get for actually doing a video? Very little. Very little. Now I'm going to be honest, my editing's not on point. A lot of the time, we'll go back to this one, for example, this doesn't have many, if any, pictures in, so there's not really much visual stimulation I can give you guys. It's merely me being like this, talking to you. So, it's not like it's been absolutely huge. Thumbnails, kind of okay. I mean, at the end of the day, I get a lot of compliments on them, and a lot of people seem to be happy about stuff. Well, yeah. So, how much do you think that I make per video? In the first week, I make £1 or £2, if I'm lucky. If it's a popular series, if it's something that really takes off, I'll make about £3 or £4. Over time, I'd probably see, depending on the length, so some series are more popular than others, for example. Now, other videos, for example, the top 100 or the top 50, I make quite a bit more, because they are very big videos. They've got a lot of content in, and if someone's looking into getting into light novels, they're not necessarily going to look at Sasuke and Peeps. They're going to look at, the top 100 light novels of all time, or the best 50 light novels of all time, or some of the other ones where I've just genuinely kind of used a little bit more, don't miss this, don't miss these light novels. These will make a little bit more. So they are the ones that actually continuously, they are evergreen titles. So this is what evergreen means, is basically stuff that people might look at in 4 or 5 years time, and they're probably still going to look into it. So at the end of the day, me talking about a volume 1 of Sasuke and Peeps, a series that I think it was about 2 years ago now for the anime, yeah, a lot less people. But if someone's wanting to get into light novels and they see top 50, they're going to look into that. And that's simply how it is. Each month I take away around 15 to 20 to 25 pounds. 15 to 25 pounds a month. I'm a small channel. If I'm perfectly honest, I do have an issue with retention. A lot of people will come in, they'll see the series that they want, they might subscribe or they'll watch it, but they'll not check out anything else, which is fair. If you want to talk, current channel, I want to see Sasuke and Peeps, there's a video on Sasuke and Peeps, what's the next one we're going to recommend? Cheatsy and the Ramen Battle, never heard of that, don't care, gone. Simple as that, which is fine. I just wanted to be a bit more transparent with you guys, which leads me on to my next thing. Huge thank you to Yen Press, J Novel Club, and any other publisher that has sent me review copies, because you guys are literally the backbone. Realistically, if I'm making £10 to £20 a month, I'm not going to be able to afford many light novels. A light novel over here costs anywhere from £10 to £12.99. So I will try and pick a title, for example, Too Many Losing Heroines. I spent the money from the channel onto that. But realistically, I'm not making money. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a thing for you guys. How much do I make a month? I make £15 to £25 on a good month, depending on what I've released. Each video varies from, well, if it's a light novel review of an obscure title that hasn't got an anime, I might make 70 pence. If I'm making a popular one, I might make £1, £2. Over time, I might even make £5. There's some, for example, I think the Space Merc light novel, which I did about 5 years ago now. Yeah, that's made about £5 or £6. It's almost paid for the copy that I bought. Yeah. So, what can you guys do? You can help out the channel by liking and subscribing, and if I release a video, even if it's an obscure one, feel free to check it out. I'm not going to beg you guys. It's up to you guys. You know your time better than me. But if you want to help out the channel, like, subscribe. If you know somebody who wants to check out a light novel, why not recommend a friend? It's free. Absolutely free, but it helps me a lot more than you guys might think. Thanks for coming, and thanks again for staying. Goodbye.